up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on, Peep Squad? Let's get into it. Let's talk about Growing Up Hip Hop Season 4, Episode 1. It's going down. It seems like Bow Wow's out here having a good time, spending money and having fun, but he's making money at the same damn time. But he has a problem with Jay-Z. Not Jay-Z, but JD. He doesn't want Jermaine Dupri to work on his last album. You know, like, what's going on with that situation? Must be something serious. And then we have Ayanna. She has, COVID, but we know she's alive. She's well. She's good. So it's all good. We got the Brat talking about that she is out the closet and she's living happily, but she got some issues and she got a situation where she wants her boo Jessica to move to Atlanta, baby. Then we get into it. Miss Deb is out here talking about she supports Trump all day, every day. He is ghetto. He is this, he's in that, but he is her president, and she don't give a damn who says something. I was like, damn, Deb is stepping out on faith. Deb is just doing all that she can do. I was like, and she talking about she don't care what people think of her fans or whatever. You live and you learn. We're gonna see how this situation pop off. And then Waka Flocka, he is feeling a certain way about his mama. He's like, damn, I'm gonna have to really protect my mom. We're gonna have to get the bulletproof truck. And then with that situation, the Brat is like, come on, Deb, like, what are you doing? So it's a whole bunch going on. And Bow's last album, his manager, aka daddy, aka father, Andy, is just like, you need to do better. And Pimpin's having a good time, and Bow is chilling. What's going on, LaToya Roberts? Happy New Year's to you too, baby girl. Well, it's a new year, a new beginning, all day, every day. So let's get into the situation. Growing Up Hip Hop. So Bow is in his house, and this is the same house he's been filming in. So either they're renting it for him or this is his house. Bow's not broke. A lot of people think he is broke, but Bow got some money. He got residuals coming in, and plus he must got hell of investments, because you got to spend money to make money. But he said he's been making money. He came out runner up on The Masked Singer. He said he's filming movies, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's working on his album. But at the same time, he said he's a thot. Bow Wow said he's a thot. I'm a thot. I was like, Bow, for real? Yes, Bow Wow was saying all this. I was just like, Lord have mercy. He's talking about all the money he blew in Miami. He said not BT, but Pimpin', as you see with the white shirt with the black hat on and a P on top of his hats, he was smoking in a hotel room when he did not supposed to. He was smoking that good. He was smoking them trees. He was smoking some weed. And so therefore, that's against hotel policy rules. And so Bow got $1,000 fee. Then Bow spent $25,000 on a jet. I guess he's getting that money, baby, all day. And one of the females that they were chilling with threw up in the hotel, and that was, about $1,000 too, or $500 or $700. And he, rented a yacht. He brought a yacht. He just been blowing money and spending money because he said he is doing good. What's going on, Major? What's happening? And so, Bow Wow's out in these streets wilding, girl. He said he was a thot, Major. Bow Wow said, I'm a thot. Been thinking about girls. I love girls. Girls are on my mind. And as you guys know, this whole pandemic situation, Bow Weezy was in Florida, back and forth, Atlanta. He was partying. He was on a boat. He was outside. He was everywhere. Sometimes he had on a mask and sometimes he didn't. And he had a mask and a bottle in his hand. Bow was partying throughout this pandemic. You wasn't going to keep him in the house. You wasn't going to keep him cooped up. And his friends that you see right here, they all came with him. They were all with him. For real, straight up and down. Yeah, I heard that fool said that. I know. LaToya, I always be a Bow Wow fan, but he needs to grow up. I am starting to believe the shit that happens to him when he was younger. I feel you. I like Bow. Even though everybody got issues, everybody got problems, no one's perfect. It's what you do after and how you change yourself. So Bow Wow's been out here in these streets doing the most, having all types of fun. And just all types of debauchery. He got videos on the Shade Room, videos everywhere. Just girls, alcohol, and weed. And so he ends up talking to Cheyenne. He ends up talking to Jermaine's daughter, Shanice, or Shania. I think her name is Shania. He ends up talking to Shania, and then when he's talking to Shania was like, I'm disappointed in you, Bow, because she's the only person that always called Bow Wow out on his shit. Also, Ayanna does too, but this is Jermaine Dupri's daughter, so he watched her grow up, and so they like brother and sister, uncle and, you know, niece. They're like, they got that type of relationship. So she was like, yo, I seen you partying, I seen you hanging out, I seen you doing this, I seen you doing that, I seen you walking the streets, I seen you this, that, with no mask on. And she was like, girls, and he was like, no, I've been doing good, I promise. And then he was like, I was at a protest, I was doing that, I've been making money, I've been doing movies, you know. So basically he tells her that I have been doing really good. She was like, for real, because when Pimpin' was on the jet, he was acting like he ain't never been on a jet before. He was making all these faces and acting up, you know, and that shit went viral too. So Pimpin' was like, nah, I ain't never been on a jet before. So yes, it was my first time and I was having a goddamn good time, baby. Shania started laughing, but it looks like Bob was partying a whole lot. Cause, you know, when this, you know, was filmed or whatever, this is when he was in the most of his prolific partying, and he looks tired. He look like he tired. And then we have Ayanna. She tells us that she ended up getting the coronavirus. She ended up getting COVID because she was out in Miami, the same place Bow Wow was. But Bow, aka Shad Moss, has been all over this place wilding since the pandemic began. And that man ain't caught the COVID. I hope he doesn't. So she was in Miami for her friend's party that just turned 30. And then she ended up catching it. And so now she has to be quarantined in her house by herself. And she's in aches and pain. And Bow's kind of worried because he's been out here blowing money and spending money, and his manager Antney, he kind of fears a little bit, but don't fear him at all because he still be blowing the money and spending the money. So Bow's thinking about meeting up with him and talking, having a conversation with him. And then we got the brat. The brat is all domestic. She is cooking bacon. She's cooking food. She's cooking everything for her 5 dogs. You know, she's with her girlfriend Jessica, and they're holding it down. Jessica's in the house working. You know, they're a couple. Brat was like, yo, I'm so glad that I came out the closet. I can live in my truth. It's so peaceful. I know the brat is happy that she can come out the closet and live in her truth, and whatever the case may be with that situation. So moving on from that, she's with her girlfriend Jessica, and she's trying to get Jessica to move to Atlanta. But Jessica was like, listen, my business is in New Orleans, baby girl. Her factory, her workers, her employees, you know, all her product, everything that she gets made is in New Orleans. So she travels back and forth. And Brad was like, nah, baby girl, I want you to move here to Atlanta. And so homegirl Jessica was like, nah, I can't do that. I would have to find a warehouse. I would have to find employees, train employees. I would have to get my product shipped here. And the brat was like, well, just think about it. The brat is in there cooking and just so happy, baby. Oh, what's up? What's going on, Ralph? How you doing? What's good with you? And also, what is really cute about the Brat said some real shit though, because you know Brat, you know, after she talks to Deb, she was like, yo, people ask like, why do you guys care about Breonna Taylor? Why do you care about George Floyd? Why do you care about that? You know, she said, because I'm black, mother effer. I of course I care, because that's me. I was like, go ahead, Brat was like, yo, listen, ask us why we care, because I'm black. It's my people. That could be me. Them are my people. That's my people. What do you mean? Why do I care? So she's pissed off when she finds out that Deb is supporting Trump. But anyways, when Brat said that, that's the rule number 1. Why do we care? Because we black. We understand them are people. That's us. So that's why people care. That's why people was out there. That's us. So this shit, so I was like, go ahead, Brad, do your thing. She's all domestic in the house and everything. And she has her makeup artist there. She got a manager there. But she said she done lost some money because of the pandemic and all that other good stuff. But right now she's living her truth and she's happy to live in it with her girlfriend Jessica. They got all these dogs. Let me tell you, them dogs are on fleek. They got so many dogs. I was like, Lord have mercy. What is going on? I don't even know how the Brat can handle all these dogs. But she got money, so she got people helping her. And the brat was like, I'm just so happy to be with Jessica. She makes me nervous, she makes me happy. She was like, I be acting all like I'm a boss with everything, but I was so scared when I was around Jessica. Like, she didn't want to talk, she didn't want to smile. She used to hide behind the furniture to talk to Jessica because she felt inferior. She felt like she didn't want Jessica to see any of her imperfections, because she was actually like living in her truth, nothing like this was a real relationship, and she really liked Jessica. And she was like, yo, I'm just so proud to have Jessica. Look how a boss B she is. Look at her business. Look at how strong she is. Because she has a multi-million-dollar business, and that's a skincare line. And so the brat was like, yo, I got a boss queen for a boss B. So basically, brat is finally happy. So needless to say, so she's finally happy. What's going on, Tony? Yeah, Flint's in the house. So you have that situation. So the brat is happy. And so the brat and her girlfriend and, everybody else started talking about, the Black Lives Matter and changing things and making it better, because homegirl was like, it's like we in slavery time when we seen all the protests that was going on, that was happening, and how we was being treated by the popos, by the police, and how they was treating the civilians that were out there just for an uprising and, to get equality. So you have that situation, and they're talking about voting, this and that. The voting is good if you want to say something. Voting's okay, but you have to put the right politicians in. We have to have the politicians that actually work for us if we want anything to change, because you can vote whoever you want in, but if they don't got no power and they can't do no business and they can't move around and they got to go with the majority of the vote, like they can't come up with the decision or the bills that everybody will vote on and pass it, then it really doesn't make any difference, because then they're still in chains. They still chained up there where they can't speak up or do anything for black people. So you already know we have to put our own people in there. So we have to get together and have money and put politicians in there that's going to bid for us and do for us like every other nationality and culture does. And so we have that situation. They talk about that. So that was cool. And then we get to Deb. Deb is over here. She got all types of pets in our house. I don't know what's going on. She got a ferret. She got an iguana. She got a gecko. She got a lizard. She got a pit bull or some type of dog. She got all types of animals. It seems like she is lonely. I don't know. Last season she had a man, and I guess that situation disappeared and dried up, and she's in a house full of animals. Like, let me tell you, either she has to go out and see him, but you put the animals in their cage, I guess, and everything will be all right. And Deb is describing the dog, sleeping next to her, feeling like it's a whole human body because the dog snores and shit. So she feels so happy with animals. And some people just love animals better than they love people. And I think that Deb is at this point because too much shit has happened to her. So much shit done went down. She lost one of the biggest artists in the world, and that's Nicki Minaj. And then Gucci Mane and all the other people that forsaken her. So it is what it is. So moving on from that situation, Deb is talking to her son, Waka Flocka. Look at these animals. I mean, she got these animals just chilling in the crib, just running around. I'm like, Lord. And so, Deb is having a get together, and she's trying to invite the brat to come through. And, then she started talking about politics and stuff like that. So that was like, so then she started saying, I don't know why people is so upset. I got a problem with Trump. Like, what? And she goes, oh, but also Deb says that, her animals give her unconditional love. And we know that she lost her son too as well. So Deb is going through a lot. But right now, Waka Flocka think his mother is going through a transition. She's going through a midlife crisis. He don't know what's going on with his mama, because Deb is like, she is pro-Trump and she messes with Trump. Waka Flocka was so shocked. He's looking at his mother as his mother's on the phone with the brat. He don't know what to do. He's like, yo, what is happening? What's going on? What are you talking about? He's like, is this a joke? Is this serious? Like, for real? And Deb was like, yeah, I like Trump. He's ghetto. You gonna get what you gonna get with him. You gonna see what you gonna see with him. You know what you gonna get. And if he gonna rob you, you know you gonna get robbed. And I don't know why black people got a problem with Trump because, he's just like us. And, Waka Flocka is like, what's going on, mama? Like, what are you talking about? What? He's shocked. He's making, and the brat is on the other end of the phone like, what? You support Trump? What kind of shit is that? Deb, are you serious? Like, what are you talking about? And the brat is upset. The brat wanted to hang up the phone. The brat just had Black Lives Matter, power conversation in her kitchen with her peoples. And now she get on the phone with Deb, and Deb is talking about Trump this, Trump is that. She wants to get into politics. She supports Trump. I was like, Lord, like, this shit is crazy. Like, for real. And he's just like shocked. He don't know what to do about this situation. He's just like, what? He's like, Mom, something's wrong with you. He's like, Mom, like, what are your fans gonna think? Mom, what are your job gonna say? And she was like, I don't give a damn. Them mother effers don't do shit for me. And she was like, I don't care. I was like, Lord have mercy. Deb done came off and she don't give a ish. She is, she's going against the grain. She's going against, the people that look like her feel, and the people that are following Trump and supporting Trump and the things that they're doing, and some of them are a part of militia groups and things like that, neo-Nazi, Proud Boys, and you got Deb sitting here talking about, I rock with him, them and his people. He told them to stand back. Like, what's going on? So Waka Flocka, he is shocked. What's going on, Mo? How you doing? What's going on, Thick Girl 40? What's going on, Browser? What's up, Major? What's up, Ralph? What's up, Tony? So, like, this situation, I'm just like, what? And I'm like, so, like, damn, Deb, it's like this. I was like, shit, like, she's not saying that she's following him because of her taxes or he gets more money. She said because you know what you gonna get when you get from him. And there ain't no funny business with him. And he don't double speak and he don't double talk. I was like, Deb sounds just like one of the Trump supporters all day. Like, this is crazy. But one thing I do want to add with this situation, Waka Flocka ends up finding out his cousin Ayanna, got COVID or whatever. So basically he recommend for her to go get, black tonic seed, black tonic roots, I believe. And that's very good for our people. And it's very good for you too, especially trying to fight off corona because it removes mucus and it builds up your immune system because, Waka Flocka was talking about he's working with this dude that's building up his immune system. And also Deb said some real shit. She was like, yo, you got to get that sea moss. And so the sea moss and, the black tonic, the black root, the elderberry and things like that. There's different things on the market. Dr. Sebi, still selling, black tonic, black root tonic, and the sea moss, but you can find it on Amazon. You can just find it or whatever. So he's basically telling that's what Ayanna needs to do. But he's still shocked. He was like, yo, Ma, something's going on, yo. Are you for real? Are you for real? I was like, what? And so he was, and Deb was like, he don't got no hidden agendas or anything like that. Like, he's up front. And Waka Flocka was like, yo, you done lost your mind. Tammy's going to be upset. So now we got Deb in the red with the red wig on and the pearl. She looks definitely like she shouldn't be a Trump supporter with this outfit, but maybe she should. Like, what the hell does Deb got going on with this red hair, this red dress, and these pearls on? What is she, the madam? What's going on? What are you in charge of the girls? You got them on a stroll? Do they got holes in their nose with earrings? Like, what's going on, Deb? To be talking is reckless. You can't come out here with a wig like that. You can't be coming out here looking like Ronald McDonald and Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that. You doing too much with this look on. Like, this is fugazi. The way that you talking, like, yo, this is backwards, Deb. This is very backwards. And then she lights up with this look. I'm like, Deb, you can't be doing all this, man. You got the spotlight on you and you talking this shit. Like, I don't know what's going on with this picture. Who's doing her makeup? Who's making her look funny? Is it the makeup people that it matter? Why got her forehead all the way that pushed back? That ain't cool. This is just all wrong. Like, this ain't right. Like, why they do your mama like this? Knowing that she ain't got no baby hair like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. And then she said some crazy shit. Deb is going through some things. I don't know what Deb going through. She might be lonely. And it sounds like that. But Deb, you can't be talking crazy looking like this at all. And Waka's just amazed. Waka don't know what to do. Waka is just like shocked, and he was like, yo, he feels the backlash coming. He feels like, what? You know, something's going on with my mama. Something ain't right. Like, she can't be pro-Trump. No, not hip-hop. Not what we represent. Not what we stand for. And what that man stands for. Like, come on. And so he's just shocked. And I think he's upset the shit's on TV, because I would be too. And we got Bow Wow about to spend $300,000. He's about to blow some money, baby. Yes, he is. Thick girl 40, I'm about to go on his Instagram. Lord, Deb is kind of strong in the face, Ralph. You got thick girl, don't do it. Mom's like, don't do it, thick girl. 40. Waka mom is a thug. Yo, what's going on? Yo, she can't be talking like that. Like, she's talking like she's from the backwoods. Like, she ain't never seen TV before. Like, you know, she ain't been around civilizations. And she's saying this shit on TV of all people, Deb. And she, at least 50 Cent said it for attention. And he said it because of tax purposes. She don't even got a purpose. She's just said, because you know what you gonna get with him. There ain't no hidden agendas. And if he gonna rob you, you gonna know you gonna get robbed. What is going on with that? So in the meantime, in between time, Bow Wow has already spent, you know, while he was doing his little excursion in Miami when the pandemic began, he already spent like $150,000 or close to $200,000 just on partying, drinking, yachts, boats, hotel, and liquor. And also none other than a good chronic. So he's living the life. He's single, ready to mingle and do his thing. And we have DJ Hurricane, you know, Ayanna's father. He's in the studio with an artist. She sounds pretty decent. And he's just happy to be out the house. He's a good father, by the way. Let's just mention he's a good father. So, you know. And he loves his daughter and he loves his wife, and he put them on pedestal and treat them like damn angels. I ain't never seen no man as sweet as this mother sucker on TV. In my real life, yes. And so he's in the studio with these other people, Blase and the third. They're hanging out, you know. I just threw that in there because I think they are important, but I don't know their names, so I put their picture up. So we get to the show off. We get to, you know, the all with Bow Wow and his manager Andy is about to go down. Bow Wow, he's on his high horse. He thinking everything's all good. He just dropped his last album and he sent some songs to his manager. His manager's already pissed at Bow because he's been out here blowing money in hotels on women, partying, yachts, jets, alcohol, and weed. And he's just doing too much. And he just brought a $300,000 core when he already has a driver. He has a driving service that picks him up and takes him everywhere he needs to go, all over the United States of America and possibly out of the country. But Bow wanted to spend that $300,000, and Bow said he believes he's been working hard. He's been working hard for this money. He been out here in these streets, and he done want, you know, he run up on Masked Singer and whatever the other shit that he's been doing. So. And so Bow is feeling himself. And so the manager, accountant, advisor, he turns around and say to Bow, so Bow was like, yo, what do you think about my album? Everybody loves my album. They love the songs I put out. The girls are dancing. Everybody's jumping around. They actually hear it over and over again. You know, they be fit. Yo, they just love it. Yo, this shit is turnt. And he goes, this shit's trash. He didn't say trash, but I'm saying trash. Because he told Bow, you need to get a real production, a real producer. And then Bow said, what are you talking about, pimping? So I guess, you know, Andy does not like pimping. And pimping is Bow Weezy's boy. You know, they homies or whatever. And then he also says only the reason why the people like the song is because you bought them. You paying for it. You paying for their good time on the boat. You're paying for the good time in a hotel. You're buying them alcohol, all types of stuff. You're drinking, you're smoking. They're on yachts, they're on boats. Of course they're gonna say they like your music. And Bow said, oh, you're trying to rain on my parade. Bow was like, you don't understand the situation. The situation is when I made this album, Bow was over dramatic as usual. He was like, when I made this album, I was feeling a certain type of way. It was the realest thing I could ever wrote. I just quoted Tupac. So he was like, this was the realest shit that ever happened. Yeah, they lied, Mo. They lied. They are showing the train wreck of a show. Went back. I know. That's coming up next. That's what I'm going to do next. Yeah, train wreck all day. And so Bow is sitting there like, yo, listen, I was at a place in a moment in life where it just sounds so different. My music hits differently. You don't understand these songs. These are about my relationship. This is about my life. This is about me. And Andy was like, no, it ain't. Because it's supposed to be about your last relationship. And you ain't right about all the relationships that you were in. And he was like, you talk about your first relationship, your second relationship. And then after that, you skip a whole 5 years because you scared to bring up somebody's name. You scared to talk about somebody. So Andy was like, this shit ain't right. He was like, go fix that, do that shit over. He was like, I'm not feeling it. It don't make no sense. It's supposed to connect. Because how is Andy able to figure out that he's missing like 3 relationships? And Bow's trying to say, nobody understands my relationship. They don't understand what I've been through. Obviously, he know you missing somebody because you didn't deny them, Bow. So basically, Andy is saying, listen, he's scared to talk about somebody. You know who he's scared to talk about? Erica Mena. They was engaged. Why isn't she on the album? Why he didn't talk about his relationship with Erica Mena? Whether it was real or fake. Tell if it was real or fake. But Erica Mena made some allegations against him. And then also he ain't talking about Kiyomi. Why ain't he talking about Kiyomi? Because she made some allegations against him. And they called the popos. They called the cops. So basically, Mr. Andy is saying you need to go back and do it because it's not complete. He was like, you're just wilding. You're just throwing everything all over the place. It don't make sense. It don't connect. And you're missing out the most important parts because you're scared to talk about it. And Bob was like, that's not true. And then Andy said, why don't you call Jermaine? Why don't you call your father? And then Bob was looking at him like, nah. And then Bob does his little, monologue. And basically his monologue is, this album is about me. It's about what I went through. Nobody knows. Nobody can tell my story. Nobody this and that. There's things that JD don't know. So therefore, he ain't calling on JD. He don't want JD involved. He's been feeling this way for almost 2 years. There's something personal going on. Maybe this is supposed to be his last album, he doesn't want JD on it, so it is what it is. That's the situation. So I was just like, Lord have mercy. So, yep, that's the show. Deb was doing way too much. I was like, damn, Deb went out on the deep end. Did she do that for a storyline? Does she really feel that way? It really sounds mad ignorant, but it is what it is. And the only reason why it sounds ignorant is because she didn't break down why. She just said, you gonna get what you gonna get. He don't double talk. I was just like, I don't know what else to do. Yes, he does, LaToya. He says this at every album, too. So, I'm just like, Lord have mercy. What is really going on? Like, it's just one of them crazy situations. But what did I want to show you guys before I head out of here so I can go see Black China? How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? What's going on? So let me put this up here. So lately I've been talking about like investing, like if you want to invest in Bitcoin, if you want to invest in XRP is not really doing that good, but also if you wanted to invest in, Bitcoin wallet cash, a lot of the stocks when it comes to Bitcoin cryptocurrency is really going up and people are making a lot of money. And like, you know what I mean? A lot of people are just, becoming, millionaires off of this, peak in stocks. And so Tesla is doing so good. Elon Musk, he's doing so good. His stock is worth, his stock is, where is it? Is it up here? Where is the cap? I need the cap. Okay, here it is. The market cap for this particular, stock is $693.81 billion. And Elon Musk owns 20% of that particular stock. And that which has brought Elon Musk to the richest man in the world. People are now using the stock market and they're using cryptocurrency to become millionaires. Started back in like '09. So like if you can just do some research, check Bitcoin. They got Coinbase. They got different things that you can try to figure out. They even have people on YouTube that guide you and tell you about, you know, different stocks and how to invest. But the cryptocurrency, so many people are just, you know, making so much money. And I think that's going to be the new flow of income of how people making money since we have this pandemic. I mean, making a lot of money, becoming rich. You're going to really have the haves and the have-nots. Even worse, because if you don't have the money to invest or get into cryptocurrency or crypto coins or, you know, Bitcoin wallet or Bitcoin money and there's plenty more, but them are the ones that I'm kind of familiar with. So like, you know, so now you got Elon Musk is the richest man in the world, and he beat out Jeff Bezos. You know, he beat him out. And then he even co-signed that it happened right here. So it's just like, so, and you know, Jeff, he's been on the richest man in the world for so long. So it's just like, if you can take, if it's $50 here, $100 there, you know, try to invest and get into some of that stuff. This, you know, there hasn't really been a market like this where you can make the money and people not know who your race is. You know what I'm saying too? And also the last time they had another big wealth and income and economics was when they had bootlegging, when they was bootlegging back in the day. And the Kennedys got rich off of, you know, dark liquor and shit like that. And that's how the Kennedys got their fortune, where any bottle that's sold of dark liquor cognac, the Kennedys get money off of it, because so many people was able to go in and make money off of bootlegging, and they was making so much money that they had to end up, you know, that's why prohibition, you know what I mean? So now you got this stock market situation, you know, a lot of businesses, a lot of things are closing down, but the people that do got the money is throwing their money into stocks, they're throwing it into Bitcoin, and you know, Elon Musk, Tesla, and Amazon are doing very well. So once they throw all that big money in, and you throw a little, you throw a little something, and then you pull out when it comes to like Elon Musk, because it's the cap is in the billions, and then you have the Bitcoin, and there's also a lot of channels on here on YouTube that teaches you how to watch Bitcoin, how to watch the stocks, but Bitcoin is more safer than them. But I don't see Elon Musk stock going down. It just keeps going up and up. It's not going to go down for a while, and when you decide to pull out, you might triple and double that. And this is how a lot of people that's how a lot of people get their money that you don't see working. Investing. It's the new source of getting that money. I don't see myself investing in Bitcoin, but I will use it. So right now, Bitcoin has been going up so much. It's just ridiculous. So that's what I wanted to bring to you guys and talk about that show. And then we're gonna see which one's better. We're gonna see if Growing Up Hip Hop's better, or you know, Black China show is better. And what we will do is I guess we can go live on Thursday on either Black China show or Growing Up Hip Hop. Then the next day go live on either, you know, Black China, Growing Up Hip Hop. But we'll see which show is going to stand out. Let's see what the Black China show is going to bring, because it's going to be a lot different than it was on Zeus. On Zeus, anything goes, anything flies. So, yeah, I've been saying it about starting to invest. I don't want to work hard anymore if I don't have to. Facts all day. Growing Up Hip Hop thing. I haven't seen the Black China shit, so I'm gonna check out the Black China, and then, but you know, I've been reviewing, you know, Growing Up Hip Hop. I just can't wait for Growing Up Hip Hop LA to come through. But also, we're going to have Johnny on this show. Johnny, Blaze, whatever her name is, Johnny. You know, she's from Love and Hip Hop. She used to be with Drake. She's been out in these streets wilding for a long time, but it seems like she got her life on track, and she's gonna be back on the show, so that's gonna be interesting. And we're gonna still have Little Eazy-E's daughter Miracle, so she's gonna be on the show, and I'm starting to really like Miracle. She's sterile. I think Miracle's sterile, in my opinion. I am not watching Black China either. Y'all, I gotta see what it looks like, because we don't know what Black China's gonna give us, Lord. We don't know. It's a pandemic. People are showing their ass, baby. Tony growing up hip hop, no doubt, Mary Jane. It's the same episode that was on Zoo. It better not be Thick Girl 40. It better not. It better not be on. Is it? Oh, I gotta check that out, because how did they do that? Did WeTV buy the rights to it? That means Zeus is doing something good. Busted up JD studio, right? Yes, she did. She busted up his studio because she was beefing with Bow Wizzy. Bow Wow was playing games. Johnny was out there. Johnny got into it with Deb. Johnny got into it. Yup. And then, and JD mother was watching too. It was a mess, but she's back on the show. So we're gonna see what she brings. It is. I am watching it now. For real, that's dead wrong. But I didn't review it, so I'll probably still review it because I didn't review it. I don't know. I can't believe it's the same thing. That's crazy. So thank you guys so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Thank you, Thick Girl 40. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Major. Thank everybody that came through. LaToya, thank you for coming through. We're going to sign off. I'm going to go, check it out. If not, do the Mississippi show then. Because the Mississippi show, I want to see these Mississippi women, do their thing. I wanted to see them show up and show out. Thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate it. Peep Squad! That's right, Peep Squad is in the building, baby. That's a good show, Mary J. Oh yeah, I gotta watch it. I watched some of it. Good night, peace and blessings. Hey L, hey, what's up? What's going on? Much love to you too, Ralph. Much love to all my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Stay blessed, stay woke, stay up, stay inspired, and invest.